Wonderful. Good to be first. Better than second. As you can see, there's a lot going on. I'm going to turn around and walk back and then go into the park. Very busy. I may stop and have some breakfast first. I don't know. There's a little place up here I like. Quitio. Quitio. Nothing down here. I'm looking for a place I could sit in. Anyway, it's not that important. I'm not that hungry. I can go without for a little while. Cup. Business is brisk. Lots of fruit and fresh veg. Look, going around the side here. Most people are wearing their masks. You know, a lot of the vendors, they've probably been sitting here forever. They know each other, they know they're all right. So they feel comfortable enough to take off their mask, and considering how few cases there are here, depending on what you believe, I don't think it's a bad thing. Then you got a woman here wearing her mask and shield. She's going ultra safe. Lovely day. Nice day for a walk. I was hoping that they would have the Quatil shop right here, because you can see there's a bunch of chairs here. Normally, they're selling soup, but not today, obviously. And this is where I normally come in through. Looks like everybody, all the dancers and everything, the aerobics, they're pretty much done, but I don't know, I can't really see. All right. I immediately feel better upon entering here for some reason. I did see some people practicing Tai Chi a little while ago, but not in here. There's some people over here doing something. So I'm gonna sit down in the shade somewhere in a bit. She's going at it. Sawadi Cup. Sabadi my cup.
So you're back?
Huh?
Where have you been?
ไม่ได้ไปไหน
ไม่ได้ไปไหนเหรอ
แต่ไม่ได้ไปข้างนอก
You went to Hong Kong?
Many times.
Yeah, because I saw
Oh, you
on
saw?
Facebook, Yeah.
Yeah. I can't go back there now.
Yeah. So you've been in Thailand?
Yeah, I've been in Thailand from I think like the second week of December. I've been in Thailand, and I can't really go anywhere because if I go out, I can't come back in. So, and also you cannot get into other countries. It's very difficult. So that's all right.
Back to USA as well.
I don't want to go back to the US because then I can't come back.
Yeah.
If I want to come back, I can't. Take care of yourself. Okay. The serious dancers. Sawadi Cup. They're the hardcore ones. I gotta find a place to sit that's cool. Well, we're in phase 2 right now, which is it's all muddled, to be completely honest, because phase 4 was supposed to be the malls, and the malls are open now. Phase 4 is the bars. Phase 2, people can go out and do stuff more. Little shops can open up, but the shops have been open for a while, so I don't know. Just got to find a place to put this tripod. I got plenty of places to sit down, and I want to be in the shade. Now, I could just sit up against the chair. That's what I'll do. Oh, it's nice here, though. And I can't wait to take my mask off. I don't know where I'm gonna go. I got no idea. There's tables over here. There's nothing wrong with a little walking. Supposedly the next phase is June 1st. What they put into that phase, I don't know. They say one thing and then they do another, so it's for me it's a bit muddled. And I try not to look at it too often, but you know, like I said, originally the mall was supposed to open. Oh, squirrel. The mall was supposed to open on hello, Swadikam, the 15th of June. And then the next thing I know, they're like, oh no, it's going to open on May 17th. Well, that was phase 4. Phase 4 is the bars, but they're trying to get them open before June 15th. I think right here will be fine. Whew, yeah. All right. Let's check this out. It's a nice park. And it's not the biggest park or anything. At times there are a fair number of people. But it's nice. And it's local. Now, the good thing. Nobody's around me. I can take the mask off. Beautiful. So, I got some things to talk about. I do have notes. Today is what, Thursday? Yeah, yesterday was Wednesday. Today's Thursday, and it's the 21st of May. And I just figured, you know what? I have been walking, but I haven't really been streaming outside all that much. I don't feel like streaming at the mall, and I don't feel like going down to Chinatown yet. Just quite yet. So I thought, I gotta get out. Where can I go without having to? And this is the best place I know really in the area. There's a couple of parks, but this is the best one by far. But I wanted to get away from the usual CCP, Trump, Democrat, Republican, you know, people are dying BS. It's time for me to take a little break. Yeah, if any Chinese see me, they might turn me into the CCP. Oh, man. So anyway, today, what am I going to do? I'm going to just chill out here at the park, walk around a little bit, take a walk around the area, maybe have some breakfast, a quick breakfast. I'd like to sit down and have breakfast, though. I want to say that, well, also we're going to talk about Joe Rogan's podcast moving from YouTube to Spotify exclusively. And that's really important, not just because he makes $100 million and you got to go to Spotify, and I'll get into that, and what it means and why he's doing it, but also YouTube censorship. They've come up with a few new things that they're censoring, and also Twitch doing the same thing. And this is Memorial Day weekend coming up, so, you know, to be honest, I remembered that their Memorial Day was coming up, but you know, sometimes I lose track of the days. But it's important, and this is a long weekend, and I think that in a few weeks, with all these people going to the beaches and with Memorial Day coming up, we'll see just what happens with this virus thing, and are the numbers gonna increase? Are they not gonna increase? Because frankly, I think all this lockdown, I think the fresh air is good. I think you need to kind of stay away from some people, especially if you're older, but I'm interested to see what happens after this weekend, and it'll be a couple of weeks, but so, you know, we got a few things to talk about. Now, anybody who wants some merch from now until, what's the date here? May 22nd, so that's tomorrow at midnight. If you use the code, it's in the description, it's M3RCH sale. If you use that code, you get 10% off of all products, so that's not a bad deal. Yeah. Now, because I've been out here for a while. I've been out here for an hour or so, hour and a half. And I checked before I left. It was 6:19. And I checked. The temperature was 84 degrees now. It's not 84 anymore. I can tell you that. It's got to be about 87, 88 at least. The high temperature today is 95. The low is 82. At 6:19, it was 84 degrees. The feel-like temperature was 93 degrees. Humidity is 77%, so that's the killer. Chance of rain, 20%. Winds south-southwest, 6 miles an hour. Visibility, 6 miles, so that's good. Air quality index is good. It's 46, so that's pretty good. And the Thai baht has fallen below 32 for the first time in quite some time. It's 31.8206. So that's what's going on in Thailand. But I got to say, the following stream is brought to you, and the videos are brought to you by the premium members of my website, the Patreon patrons. All your purchases, contribution, when you buy merch, when you buy all that stuff, books, mugs, t-shirts. And I'm working on a couple t-shirts, but I have the ideas. I'm having a hard time. Usually I just use Fiverr. It's pretty easy and you can get some decent work out of them. But I got a couple things that I want to do, and I'm not sure that I can do them on Fiverr, so I'm looking around for some designers. And it's too bad Dre's not in the chat right now, because I was going to ask him if that's something he can do. But anyway, I can contact him. There's some things I want to work on, so we'll see. Maybe I'll get some new stuff in. Today's shout out goes to all those people who have become YouTube members. I really appreciate that. It does help, even though, you know, YouTube does take a large percentage. Listen, you're guaranteed you're going to get your money, at least for now. So if you'd like to support the channel or the stream, just go down in the description. There's all kinds of information down there, or go to anamerikaninbangkok.com/Scott. Lots of birds and squirrels out here. Or if you're in North America, you should be able to see the merch right down below the screen, or at least some of it. So that's interesting. With all heat and humidity, don't most people stay in at all times like they do in the U.S. for winters? No, they don't. Bangkok weather, 87 degrees, 73% humidity. Yeah. Make a shirt that says Chinese virus, and I'll pay for the first 5 ordered. Okay. I'll remember that and figure something out. There is something I'm doing along those lines, but I'll be in touch with you shortly. What is this here? Let's read this here. Effing hot. Yes, it is indeed. Now, you know, I saw this thing about Joe Rogan, and I saw a couple people saying that he sold out. It's like, shut the fuck up. Really? It's like everybody wants to bash somebody. Okay, so like if I decide that I don't want to do videos anymore and somebody pays me $20 million, I'm selling out. No, it's the smart thing to do. It means your life is much more secure than yesterday. His is much more secure, although he was probably very secure in the first place, because you know, his podcast, his YouTube stream videos and podcasts make a lot of money. But it's not because he's making $100 million that it's important. And this is the thing. I think I'll take a little walk here. Oh, I don't want to walk because then I got to wear my mask. Well, hey, Charles. Well, yes, he did bring value to the podcast, of course, and to podcasting and to content. This is the thing. Obviously, it's important. But one of the things that people fail to realize is that this is not going to be just a podcast. It's also going to be video, just like on YouTube. Now, what does that mean? If it's only for him, well, I mean, it means something. It means that the content is worth a lot more than people may have thought, or that, say, Google was giving to people. Slowly but surely the prices have come up. Yes, I saw that. But he didn't bring something else up that people fail to realize. Now, Google is a trillion-dollar company, so obviously they got they have resources, right? Spotify is about 35 million, I think now. I think that's what he said. 35 billion. But here's the catch, okay? The catch is that they're doing video for exactly YouTube competition. They are doing video-only content with him, or video content with, with the podcasting, with the video. They're doing, it's the whole thing, right? You can do whatever you want. You can listen to it, watch it, however you want. They're not just going to do it for him. They're going to do it for him and other people. They're going to have other sources of that they're going to bring in. They're going to have other content providers that are going to come in. I'm not saying me, of course, but what it means is that it could be potential competition to YouTube, and it may take a while. What if right now I think I pay 199 baht for the family edition of Spotify, okay? And my kids love it. My wife loves it. I love Spotify more than I like Spotify more than I'm gonna get wet here. Thanks a lot, honey. I like Spotify more. Hey, Jono. I like Spotify more than I like Netflix. Because you can basically search almost any music that you want and you can find it. Whereas with Netflix, you can't always search every movie. Yes, we know. Yeah, that was on Valuetainment. Yeah, when you figure it out. And let me tell you something. I was watching that Spotify stock, and I've talked about this CASHAPP thing. I've got a link down below. I've talked about this CASHAPP, and what it allows you to do is you can buy partial stocks. You can buy, you can spend $1 and buy $1 of Spotify if you want to. Now that, don't know how worthwhile that is. But I've been watching Spotify, and I thought, damn, maybe I should just get some Spotify. Spend $10, $20 and get some Spotify, whatever. And I just said, nah, I don't know. I'm not sure. And I'm kicking myself. Now, I wouldn't have made a whole lot, but let's say I had $50. I would have, the percentage is still there. It's free money. And considering they don't charge you a commission fee, they charge you like 1 cent. That's it. That ain't bad, okay? Best part is top content creators now just got a big value and option. Watch out, YouTube. Made 2 last night. Yes, Jono, I saw Jono's pizzas. Of course, he's going to send me one over. Hey, actually, you better make it 2 or 3. I'll make sure to tip the driver, and if the pizza's good, I'll tip the pizza guy. Yeah, you got to get boxes. You got to get some boxes. So that's some pretty exciting stuff, and we've been saying that, not only me but people in the stream and people all over have been saying that once YouTube gets a little bit of competition, it's on. And I dare say that Spotify may have a shot. A better shot at, say, Vimeo. Vimeo, it's a good platform, but I don't know, something's missing. Maybe it's their distribution, their reach, I don't know. It's used by professional videographers for the most part. Oh, this is a good little spot. It's a bit skanky. All right. I don't know what happened, but maybe because I got next to that box over there. I don't know. As soon as I got next to that box, the second one, the stream started acting squirrely. They got water on here everywhere, going on just about everywhere here. Yeah, you know, to be honest, we haven't had much pasta lately. And the reason is because it's fattening, you know? So anyway, that's what's going on with the Rogan thing. And I think it's interesting to see. And I'd say give it a couple of years. Give it 2 to 3 years and see what happens. Yeah, Apple lost also. And this is the thing, you know, what it's going to turn into is online video, online streaming, live streams, these kind of things. Eventually, it's just going to be like, and it already is to a certain extent, but it's going to be, you go on your TV, there is no difference between television and the internet. It's all online. You don't have to, like, you don't have regular TV and internet, and then you can still see the regular TV on the internet. No, there's not going to be any more regular TV. I dare say it may be the end of cable. This may be the end of cable. Give it 5 or 10 years for that. Maybe 5, okay? But I can't see, oh, fuck TikTok. Don't even bring that up. Listen. Please, you know, I don't want to think about Chinese today. Seriously. And speaking of which, what's so funny is that I stumble upon these things all the time. I start looking at stuff. I saw the Joe Rogan thing like immediately. It was like 3 minutes ago, and I saw something about it right when it came out in the news. I start looking around. I'm like, to me, it didn't surprise me at all because, you know, it's business. That's all it is. It's business. And you can't fault the guy. He's got a wife. He's got kids. He's, you know, he has the freedom to do what he wants to do. He gets to speak and hang out with cool people. He has that platform. And I think that's important to remember that, you know, listen, he's doing what he wants to do for the most part. It's fun to him. And guess what? It's, of course, some of it's work, but he has people helping him with that. He doesn't have to worry about setting up, you know, his the technical aspect of his podcast and all these things. He's got people to do that for him because he's made it, you know. So yeah, I mean, but I did see where people were bashing him, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me, man. Really? How can you fault the guy? Ooh. It's one thing about this. If you're walking around in the grass, there's lots of divots and stuff. Let me see here. Lots of little bumps. You don't watch yourself, you break your ankle. All right, I want to get out of here. Wait, see? Again, I did it. This is where Alex has been going lately to exercise. And I got to do this too. Hang on. Anything Microsoft buys goes to shit. Yeah, I think, you know, we're entering the new era. They're really digging it up here, eh? Check this out. Everywhere. I don't know why they're doing this. Well, listen, I prefer Mac, but I don't have a problem. I don't get caught up in, you know, the hate from Microsoft or Apple. I don't want to get caught up in all that. I don't like the fact that they, you know, do a lot of their work in China, of course. But for now, what are you going to do? It's kind of like YouTube. It's like, what are your options? When you don't have any options, it's either come up with it's the same thing for me. If I don't like the way things are on YouTube, well, then maybe I need to come up with my own platform. Guess what? I don't have that gift. I don't have that skill, acquired or otherwise. I just don't have it. So, what are you going to do? You can bitch and piss and moan about it, but it doesn't do any good. Oh, this is nice right here. Really, really nice. Well, that's, I think, what makes their product so strong, to be honest. I understand that it's not good, it doesn't work for things. I don't like the fact that it's a pain in the ass to hook up with something else. But for the most part, I've never, ever had a problem with my Mac, knock on wood. I can't say the same thing for my PC. And I'm in a position now where I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to need a new PC or a new laptop pretty soon. The kids, they need a new laptop because their laptop is fried. We have a PC in the house, so one of them can use that. But if they're both at home, they're in a position where what happens if they're both in school at the same time? What are they going to do? Both use the same computer? No. So, my wife's got two computers. One's for work. No, she's got one computer. She's got one computer. She's got one computer. She's got two phones. But the computer is for work. She can't let the kids use it. So, the thing is Linux, yes, it takes quite a bit of, it takes some knowledge to use it. And people are just accustomed to using Windows. They're accustomed to using Apple. Look, I'm streaming on an Apple computer. It's not about Samsung, so don't get butthurt, Mr. Billy. Not about Samsung. Samsung makes some good products. I've had TVs from Samsung and stuff. They make good products, but it's not what it's about. For me, it's about I'm very comfortable with the Apple products. And ever since the Olympics, they changed me. They did, that was a marketing coup for them to get into the Olympics and for people to use them in the Olympics because they put the top end stuff. They put the top end stuff into. They put the top end stuff into the media center, and so I'm using the top end Mac stuff, and I'm going, holy shit, this stuff is fantastic. I've only used their stuff just sporadically, and I've never used it for more than a couple of minutes. When I used it, I was like, this is for me, this is a game changer. So I'm happy with them. Now, I don't like the prices. Yeah, that's it. That's it. It's more expensive. I don't particularly like the prices. And, listen, I bought my laptop with a credit card. I didn't have the money. Put it on a credit card. Had to pay the credit card off. Didn't have the cash. And that's what I'd have to do again, more than likely. So, it's expensive. I could go out and buy a PC or a little laptop, a cheap laptop, and it costs, $500, $800, something like that. Oh, look, a squirrel. It's a squirrel. Wait. What is this? Oh, it's just teasing him. Come on. He knows that. Where'd the squirrel go? Squirrel's gone. See, nobody's wearing a mask. Not nobody, but I don't know where it went. It's gone now. Where did the fucking squirrel go? Anyway. So that's a game changer. Nice and hot out. I like these leisurely walks. Very peaceful. And Sweaty Cop? Very peaceful. And when I'm done with the stream, my phone battery is not in good shape. So I gotta get a new one. So I'm gonna go over and get one. I may even walk over to Starbucks and walk, do the route, go walk over there while I'm streaming. I don't know. We'll see. It's quite hot right now, but I can get over there probably. Maybe I could just take a taxi, I'm lazy. I don't mind walking and doing the exercise, but oh wow, well thanks a lot, man. Yeah, right now I'm in Bangkok. I'm right by my house, down the street from my house. This is Suan Puk. My wife laughs when I say it. Suan Puk, Suan Puk. And look at this. Got the sun coming through here. Now the next step for me is to jump rope without a jump rope, to see how my hip feels, to see how painful it is. And if it doesn't feel too bad, then maybe I'll jump a little rope, start jumping a little rope, start trying to get back in a little bit better shape. Because I kind of feel like, if you just sit around all the time and you're stuck inside all the time and you don't stay at least a little bit active, then you just start to become a slug. And I don't want to become a slug. So, but this is a beautiful place to come. I think I'm gonna walk over and try to get a little something to eat. All right. You need to use a parasol. Oh yeah, I could use a Hello Kitty parasol with a Hello Kitty shirt. Yeah, that'll be real good, huh? I better put this mask on. The last thing I want to do is piss people off. I mean, there are people sitting here. You got people over here, no mask, but they know each other, And Sawadi Cop. I do have the bandana. I can put on the bandana, but it's quite a bit hotter than the mask. I had it on the way over here, but it is, like I said, much, much hotter. Look at this. Lou Brock. Oh yeah, that was good. Lou Brock, man. St. Louis Cardinals. Awesome. Check this out. What the hell is that? I think it's pretty cool. But they're putting in, they're resodding things. So that's, I figured that was the case, but that's a city worker. Wait. Yeah, it's a good idea. Personally, I like I really do. I like the Mike Tyson approach. You wake up at about 4 o'clock in the morning and you go out and you exercise when nobody's outside. It's you and your thoughts and your body, and that's it, you know. Jono. Jono, we're gonna have to meet up at a coffee club in the next, well, I don't know, sometime soon. See, they're resodding everything. They're mocking you. You're inside with the air on and you still don't want to do any exercise. And, you know, those are like what? You work out for 10 minutes. Well, I woke up about 3, went back to sleep, woke up about 4:30 and said, I better just get up. I might as well. Now I can eat here. I think I will. I'll find a place here. What? Well, I'm not about to tell them how to set the sod. They can do it however they want. I really don't care. Oh, you can buy a hammock, Jono. Very cheap. A really good one for about 200 baht. Heavy duty. It'll hold your big ass up. This is my coffee place over here. I want to sit down is what I want to do. Yes, it's safe. For me, it's safe. For you, it might kill you. What is this that they got here? I don't know. Do I want to eat here? It's just Quitio. Joke. They got joke here. I'm gonna have some joke. Try to figure out what I want. I don't like to set the stuff that's sitting out. I like them to cook the food up. If you like rat, it's safe, of course. Khao khao mu. Khao kluk kapi. Khao kluk kapi. กินข้างในได้ไหมนั่งข้าวคลุกกะปิพิเศษครับ All right, see this? It's beautiful. Could use that fan on me though. Look at this. Sweating big time. Lovely. She's making me up a dish right now. There's a lot going on here. More than before. Quite a bit more. These are the kind of little shops that are allowed to open up. This street was largely closed before. There's a few shops open, but most of them were closed. The food shops, some of them were open, some of them weren't. Guy behind me. I don't even see anybody behind me. Here comes my food. ครับมาครับก็มีน้ำเปล่าไหมครับไม่มีครับผมครับ so she didn't have any water here. This is mostly takeaway here. She's gonna go. This is the beautiful thing about Thailand. It doesn't matter if you're here. Oh. I don't know what you're talking about. The beautiful thing about Thailand, and I found this to be so nice when I first came over here. If you're sitting in a bar, you're having a beer it's a bar, and you say, "Oh, I'm really hungry. Don't you have any? Do you have any buffalo wings? You have any food? What can I eat?" And if they don't have any, they'll go get you some. Of course, you got to pay a little premium, but you're talking about 25 cents or something. There it is right there, baby. Khao kluk kapi, one of my favorite dishes. And here comes the water. Khao kluk ma khap. Yeah. Khap good. Must have been really cold. Khao kluk kapi is rice with pork, different kinds of pork, shredded with. Right now we got some. It's a little bit different depending, but this is sausage, egg, cucumber, papaya. This is what do you call it? The little green bean things, pepper, onion, and pork. And then there's a little sauce on it. You can't really see it. But quite frankly, I think the one at Happy Land might be a little bit better. But they know me there, and the ladies there are constantly giving me. They if I say, "Can you put extra sauce on it?" They just throw it on for me. It's no problem, So, let's see here. Okra? No, it's not okra. So I'm gonna eat in front of you guys, and then I'm gonna probably jump in a taxi and go to the mall. This won't take me long. The kapi is shrimp paste. That's what khao kluk kapi. The kapi is the shrimp paste, which shrimp paste, fish sauce, they're always used a lot in Thai food. So, I don't know how much this one is. Probably not more than 40 baht plus another 10, 15 for the water. So, under $2. And it kind of tastes, the pork kind of tastes like it's been sitting for a while, but whatever. Like I said, most of the business she's doing is takeout only. Rarely do I get sick from food on the street. I eat on the street all the time. Not as much as in the past, but there'll be a day, and for breakfast I might have oatmeal, and then maybe for lunch I'll have a sandwich, or I'll have some leftover meat or something that's in the refrigerator with some vegetables or a salad. And then the wife will go out and get some food from outside and bring home something that was cooked in a little shop house. Sometimes I go out to lunch. Sometimes I go out to breakfast. I mean, I'm always eating. This point, I think my stomach is okay. They're making more money on the takeout though. Nice. Papaya. Yesterday, my wife went out and got some mango. She has, and she still got some. She's got like, how many? 8 mangoes? Yeah, I washed my hands. I got sanitizer. I have sanitizer and alcohol on me. But she bought these mangoes. We got like 8 mangoes, and you put them in the refrigerator. You cut them up, and you just have chunks of mango. They're cold. They're fantastic. Simple. I'm almost done. Polish this right off. You mean right above my head, behind me? That's a form of one, but that's not what I was looking for when you said that. Usually they're good luck. Keep the bad spirits away. I think the whole time I've been here, I've only got sick from Thai food, like, you know, like had diarrhea. I've had some food poisoning. In 25 years, though, a lot of them do. Most of them do. Or they have like a picture of the king, which, oops. You learn something new every day. That's why you're here, right? When times are good, people drink. When times are bad, people drink. Gotta sneeze. Gulo. She got sanitizer right over here, right in front of me. So when I walk out, I'll sanitize my hands. I agree. I agree, Leonardo. Once you go to other places, you realize that most people, in many ways, they're alike. They want the same things. They just might do things differently, and that difference is what some Americans think that their way is the best way. My way or the highway kind of thing. John, you could still travel. This clears up. Me. Am I live? All right, good. Most Americans work to live, like everyone I know. I think Americans toxic if you let it be toxic. There are ways to get around it, I think. I think still. I mean, as much as I talk about what I don't like that's going on there, there's still a lot of things that are quite good. And I know that there are many, many people who they won't even move to another state. But there's even more that if you go back, they're doing the same exact thing that they were doing 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago. If you're 21, you'll see it. If you go somewhere and you move back to, or you come back to where you're from, you'll see at least 50% of the people, they're still there doing what they do. They may be living in a different city or something like that, but you know, they're comfortable. It's about being in your tribe, you know. Jono, maybe we'll go to Myanmar or Cambodia with Billy. Shrimp. Cheap is all relative. How's the nightlife? It's legendary, but it's not like it used to be. It's nowhere near as good as it used to be. Then again, if you weren't here before, you don't know what you're missing. So it'd still be pretty good for you. Brutally hot though. Wow. I've been to about 50 countries. And I'd say I'd probably like to go to another 50. I don't necessarily want to go to every single country. What do you miss most about America? My parents, you know, my family there, my sister, conch fritters, dolphin, as in dolphin fish, mahi mahi, key lime pie, the Florida Keys, those kind of things. What's like $3 here? Cheap lemons. Oh, well, you're buying them in the wrong place, Jono. Are you getting the lemons, or are you getting the like what they call lemons here, which is limes? Because you can get like, you know, 6 limes, what they call lemons, for dirt cheap. Yeah, but I mean, you got to use what the local area provides you, Jono. You can't be. You are really set on. I've got to have this canned tomatoes. I've got to have this. I got to have that. Got to get the right mozzarella. You know. I understand that, but then you got to be prepared to pay the premium because they don't uh, they don't really care about that here. They have them, but they have limes more. Limes are much more prevalent. No, Jono's not a crybaby. He just likes to have what he wants for what he's cooking, which I can understand. But sometimes making the move to, say, limes versus lemons is not a big deal, you know. All right, it's time to get out of here. Let me show you this. Look at this. Polish that bad boy off. Chilies and all. Let it go. I gotta pay this lady. It's gonna be like $40. Oh God, I'm gonna let you guys answer that last question. Dude, I'm in Bangkok. I'm not in Phuket. I'm not down in the south in some island where the tsunami hit. If you were on the other side of Thailand, you probably wouldn't have experienced very much, especially if you were up northern, a little more north. You wouldn't even know it, aside from the news. Water. I don't want to carry it. Water gone. All right, look at this. Even my mask is sweaty. Look at a sweaty mask. Look, be that. So just under $2. It's probably $45 for the dish and $15 for the water. Couple of my cup. All right, let's get out of here. Wash my hands a little. All right. Let's get at it. Oh, that looks good. These are really good. These things are awesome. Except I'm full, though. Those are really good. Here's my coffee shop that I come to all the time here. Huh. สวัสดีครับ สบายดีไหมครับ
ครับไปไหนมาครับ
ส่วนปุ๊ก
ครับพี่ครับ
สวัสดีครับ
แต่เม็ดมุกอีกแล้วเดี๋ยวก็แต่มันดีกว่านี่นะมันดีกว่า
There you go, Beyond Trinity. There's a little underwear for you. See if they opened up over here. Over here's open. And over here is open also. Man, they got all kinds of good stuff here. Nicholas likes the hello, okay. What day? Nicholas likes the chicken skin. They sell it in a bag. Pretty good, but fattening. What does it say here? Temperature 90 degrees. Yeah, 90 degrees, 65% humidity. What's the feel like temperature? Feel like it's probably like 100. So they're open again. It's good. It wasn't open a couple weeks ago. All right, let's go to Starbucks. How do they wear jeans? The same way that you do. They're just used to the heat. I hate wearing jeans here. Yeah, exactly. Chicken rind. All right, I gotta get a taxi. I'm gonna get out of here. Oh. Fake perfume, food, you got everything here. It's a local market, you know, it's a little market, that's all. But you see, unlike in the United States, the vast majority of people are wearing masks, or they have a mask around their neck or something like that. And I think that's helped quite a bit. Let's get out of here. Walk this meal off. Whew. Some people are lucky and don't sweat much. Well, I don't know if it's luck here. I mean, my kids sweat a little bit. The wife sweats a little bit. Depends, you know. But you know, they grow up in it. They're more accustomed to it. For me, I'm not some little wisp of a guy. And even growing up in Florida, this heat is, I don't know, it's different. Go to Myanmar. Go to Myanmar if you want heat. Longhorns, you know, I don't know if you know, I've talked to Dave Ledoux a couple of times. He's trying to fight Buakaw, but he wants to do it Burmese rules only. I don't really know if I want to walk all the way over there. What I believe that CDC said was that the virus doesn't transmit as easily as they thought off of some surfaces. So there's a little bit of a difference, you know? But, you know, at the end of the day, people are already going out. And you see in America, for better or worse, they're going out And they're like, you know what? We're going to live our lives, live or die. And, you know, either it's going to bite them in the ass or it's going to show that things are not that bad. I was listening to something this morning. I don't remember exactly what it was, but they were saying that in one state, they didn't ever lock down. Maybe it was South Dakota. They didn't lock down. And there was no increase. There was no large number of people dying. And yet they're saying now that when people go out now, there's going to be this big spike. So, you know, it's a thing. It's like, if it sounds too good to be true, it is. If you got a gut feeling something's bullshit, it is. Fortunately, I'm all alone. Nobody at all on the street. You know what? As much as I like to walk, I think it's just easier to take a taxi. Usually I would just walk this, but I'm already sweating like a pig. And I don't want to keep sweating any more than I am already because I got to go in and run some errands. By the mall, Bangkok Cup. Cup home.
เชลฟี่เหรอ
อะไรนะ
เชลฟี่
ไม่ใช่เป็น
เป็นอะไร
เป็นไลฟ์
ลายเหรอ
เออ
เก็บอย่างนี้ง่าย
Say hello
เซลโฟนนี่ก็เชลฟี่
ครับครับ
อ๋อเชลไลท์
Well, I understand you don't want to take a chance. I do understand that. You know, the people who are more at risk take less chances. That's what you need to do. But if you're semi-healthy or healthy, and I dare say I don't know how healthy I am, you know, as far as strength and endurance, you know, some of it's in my mind. Yeah, of course he did. You know, I can push myself. But when it comes to your internal organs, that's a little bit different. So, you know, I still need to be very careful. There's no reason why you shouldn't be careful. You can be around a lot of people, you wear a mask. You're alone, you're probably going to be fine, you know? When I get into Starbucks, I'll wash my hands, I'll do the whole routine, you know. I hate wearing a mask. They're uncomfortable. They're irritating, but you know, they save your life, or they could save somebody else's life. This is Thailand. คุณมาจากจังหวัดอะไรครับ
ผมเพชรบุรี
เพชรบุรีอ๋อ
รู้จักชะอำไหม
รู้จัก
โอเค
โอ้ยไปหลายครั้งแล้ว
ชอบไหมร้อนนะตอนนี้ร้อน
ก็ชอบแต่ร้อนจะไปว่ายน้ำอะไปทะเล
หัวหินชะอ
ใช่ ผมไปเพชรบุรี
ำตอนนี้
ก็ชอบ
ชอบเมืองไทยอยู่แล้วคุณเนี่ย
โอ้ยผมอยู่ 25 ปีแล้ว
ไว้ไทยแลนด์แน่เลย
อยู่ 25 ปีแล้วถ้าไม่ชอบผมจะกลับบ้าน
ไว้ไทยแลนด์ป่ะ
อ่า
ไทยแลนด์
ครับ
สวยไหมไม่สวยได้โดน ไว้ไทยแลนด์ดูนะ
คนมีเมียกูแต่งหนังหรือยัง
แต่งแล้ว
อ๋อกี่ปี
14 ปี
14 ปีโอ้ยก็ตอนนี้แต่งนานมาประมาณ20 ปี 21
มา
ปี
ไว้ไทยแลนด์เหรอ
สุราษฎร์
สุราษฎร์ล่อคนใต้เลย
คนใต้คนใต้ใจดำใช่ไหม
เอ้ยไม่ตามหรอก เหมือนกันคนไทย นะ
คนไทยเหมือนกัน Thai people are all the same. There's a saying you say, the South people they have black hearts. They're
คนไทย
cold-hearted.
สโนว์ยิ้มสมายยิ้มเก่ง
Yim Gang.
สมาย
What does Sing say? Oh, what? Oh, do you mean the sign? The sign. It says, เพื่อความปลอดภัยของทุกท่าน
ทุกท่าน
พูดโดยสกรุณา so it just basically means
Bill.
yeah, put your belt on. Please put your belt on, which I haven't done yet, but put your belt on for your own safety.
Where you come from
มาจากอเมริกา
USA
ครับ
โอ้ many COVID กันเยอะเลย
Yes, many COVID. ขัดเข้มขัด
ค่าเข็มขัด
เนี่ย
you
เนี่ยไป
you
ทุกทีนั่ง
ฮะ speak Thai แต่ no lit
ก็ก็อ่านออกได้
จะไม่เขียนไม่ได้
เขียนได้แต่นิดหน่อย
โอ้ยเขียน
ก็บางทีผมจะไปเรียนอีกเนี่ยก็ผม
ไม่เรียนกับเมียดิเรียนกับใครลูก
โอ้ยก็เมียก็ไม่วางนะเขาทำงาน
แล้วลูกอ่ะมีลูกอ่ะ
ก็มีก็เดี๋ยวนี้เขาจะสอนได้แต่ก็ผมคิดก็ดีกว่าไม่ใช่เป็นครอบครัวนะ
ใช่คนอื่นสอนดีกว่า
เออ
ครอบครัวสอนเนี่ย
โอ้ยก็
เลิก็ไม่ได้
เมื่อก่อนเมียก็สอนแล้วก็เขาโมโหเขาคนไม่ฟังอ่ะคนโง่ทำไมไม่ฉลาด
ไดเวอร์ก็ไม่ได้เดี๋ยวดู
I was saying that he's like, oh, you can speak Thai and you can read Thai, but can you write Thai? I said, well, a little bit. I said, but I've been meaning, I want to go back to school. I've been meaning for last year or two I've been really thinking about it, and I may do it now online. And what it is I want to learn how to write better, because when you learn to read and write in Thai, it helps you to speak more clearly and to learn how to say the words and everything like that. And I told him my wife was teaching me many years ago. My wife started teaching me, but we would get pissed off at each other because she'd get pissed at me because she'd say I wasn't listening or something like that. You're not listening to me. And I'm like, God damn it, I am listening. I got it wrong. It's like, get off my ass. And then the next thing you know, we're like bickering back and forth, like, oh, shut up. Just let me learn what you're saying. I'll get it. Don't worry, So my kids want to teach me, but then I'm like, well, maybe it's better just to have my kids, do their thing, and I'll just get a teacher, because then it's not your family. There's a difference. You know what I mean? Even he said that. He's like, yeah, your family, you do something wrong, they want to smack you. So right here is a pharmacy straight ahead. And what's good over here is they got fans for sale. But what's really good is if you break the fan, if you break the little doodad, what am I thinking of? The blades. If you break the blades, something happens and the blades break. And that does happen once in a while. You just go in there and you buy one for like 100, 150 baht, like $5. Maybe this would be a good time for the Manscaped sponsored hike to Pattaya. Well, I'm more than willing to do that. What's happening, Gennaro? Manscaped. I'm wearing my Manscaped undies right now. Now, one of the tasks that my kids have is to find my other... There's at least one missing pair. So that's their job. Find the missing pair of underwear. Did they fall somewhere? Where are they at? Because I need those for any kind of long distance walking. They definitely help. Manscaped. You just use the code MALIN20. You get a discount on your Manscaped products. Manscaped.com. Good stuff. The stream looks pretty strong to me. I'm wondering, I have been looking at a few places to go in the next month or two. And the only thing is that, I'm hoping that she'll agree that the time is okay to go, because I don't want to have to bicker back and forth with her that I want to go and I'm going. That's never been a problem. But now when, safety's involved, your medical safety's involved, I don't know. I guess if she knows I'm pretty safe.
9:20 เอาบัสเดินกัน
ก็
ซ้าย
อะไรก็ได้
โอเพ่นอยู่นะ
โอเคไม่เป็นไรก็ข้างหน้าก็ได้แต่เขาเปิดแล้วไม่เป็นไร
เปิดโบห้อง
ไม่ใช่
เห็นลูก
Starbucks ก็เปิดแล้ว
อ๋อตาบักมาหาตาบักกินเหรอ
อืม
เอาวัน
10 บาท
เป็นแบบนั้น
ครับ
thank you ครับขอบคุณ
thank
ครั
you
บ
ครับคุณมากครับ All right, we're here. Thank you very much there, Steve. I have never worn ex officio underwear. And since I have 3 pair of the Manscaped right now, I guess I could use a couple more underwear. But, all in good time. Jesus Christ, man. Got my mask on, and that guy absolutely reeked. Poor gonna happen. So who's our lovely barista for today? Tian and beer. I thought I saw a dude here also. I don't know. Haven't seen any of the other ones lately. You have to come in the afternoon. One of these days I'll do a night stream, or I'll do a stream in the middle of the day or something. But honestly, I'm really looking to just. I need to get out of here. This place is driving me nuts now. You know, Bangkok, soon book, Cafe Amazon, the Mall Bangkok, Starbucks. Should I go to Khao San Road? There's really nothing there now. You can go sit in a Starbucks, I guess. But, I can do that here. There's nothing on the streets. Oh, 2020. It was a very good year. Ask who if they were getting paid. In Starbucks? Starbucks only gets paid when they're working, but they've been working here they've been working full on. She hasn't stopped at all. They've got Grab guys coming in here. They got, what's the other one? The Food Panda thing. They got all these delivery guys coming. Yeah, exactly. Before I wouldn't do it inside because YouTube would censor they would demonetize the video, and they still might, but they haven't been lately. I need a good massage. Cafe Amazon. It doesn't make a difference to me. To be honest, the coffee doesn't make a difference to me. Unless you get some really good coffee, like that place that we go, Longhorns. What's the name of the place? The Root. The Root is pretty good. They got good coffee. Like, noticeably better coffee. But like, I've never bought any beans from Starbucks or had them grind anything up for me or something. Never. I don't want Starbucks coffee. She's already working over there. She's doing all the work over there. She got to get the bags ready, get everything ready, because they're making for all the people that have takeout or pickup. Is Vietnamese coffee that much better? It's not that it's better. First of all, it's different. It is very good, but like if you have like an egg coffee or a coconut coffee or something like that, it's sweet. So, listen, sugar is good. It tastes good. I'm having an espresso, no sugar, nothing added in it. The taste is not what I would call fantastic. Oh, man. Didn't have a coffee this morning, so this is the first one. Usually I have one at like 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. See, this girl's not wearing her mask. Gennaro, I gotta save money, man. I gotta save money and make money, and then I can go. And I do know. Listen, I got the girl who took me the last time. She was a Grab driver. I've got her line account. I can just send her a message and say, come pick me up, let's go. I want to try to walk to Pattaya. I want to stop and go, blah, blah, blah. It's going to cost me, it's going to cost me $100 to do that, man. So then, where's the payoff? It's not, I got to be smart about it, YouTube has gotten a little better for me, but it hasn't got that much better. you know. And I'm one of the reasons that the whole Joe Rogan thing was important is because, you know, if Spotify doesn't make you go exclusive, which I doubt they would do that with a large number of people, if they enlarged their platform, they got to that point where they could do it, they could do what YouTube is doing. I wouldn't have any problem being on YouTube and Spotify. And if YouTube booted me, I'd be like, oh, well, if I can earn money on Spotify, good, you know. I don't like the whole censorship thing. And you can look at it however you want. The bottom line is when it leans, when you give favoritism to the left, and when you're not even allowed. I was just reading something by the guy Lao Wai. He must have posted a little thing in his community tabs or something. It said he was making a shirt up or something for the 50 centers of China. He had it written in Chinese script. And in the comments, it was like several people said, hey, if I put in the comment in the video, if I put the words Wu Mao in the comments of a video, the comments it's automatically deleted. It's blocked. So you can't even say 50 center in Chinese because they're scared they're going to piss off the Chinese. You know, it's like, listen, I know it's money. I understand it's about the money. But like, they're worth $1 trillion and they're complaining about not making money. They're still complaining about not turning a profit. Figure it out. You know, this is the thing. Listen, don't bitch to me. Figure it out. You know what I mean? That's what they got to do. Figure it out. Figure out a way to keep most of the people happy. Keep 80% of the people happy. And, you know, it's as simple as that. There's only one other person in here today. Beyond Trinity, I don't know. I'd like to know because for me, it looks like it's a pretty stable connection. You know, I was thinking about getting I may check that today. I don't know what I'm going to have to do, but, you know, you can, like, if I'm in the mall, what you can do is you can piggyback the Wi-Fi with the 4G and you get faster service. Now, my speed is already really fast. I mean, yeah, well, you're going to have to, guess what? Oh, God, this guy's, no wonder he stinks. Spitting all over himself. Oh, my God. You see, it's easy for me to say, you know, screw the CCP or, you know, it's not about Chinese citizens as much as it is the way that the government is and how they force their citizens to act and react. The problem is that, yes, I mean, it's easy for me to just go, screw them. That's an easy way. And as Beyond Trinity has brought up, no matter what, we're going to have to live with them. And at some point, we're going to have to live with India. So in this case, if you've got Chinese nationals, I don't have any problem at all. Mine is fine. Let me know if there's a problem. So, you know, what are you going to do? Bar Chinese? I mean, we tried doing that and you know, putting them into camps during the World War II, war with the Japanese at that point. And it doesn't work. It just causes a lot of hatred, and I don't know what the answer is. And to be completely honest, I'm glad I'm older. I'm glad I'm not 21 years old. Because, you know, man, I'll find a bush to crawl into to get away from them if I have to. Scan your QR code, please. Everywhere you go in, scan your QR code, please. Scan your QR code, please. So we have to figure out a way to keep them under wraps. You know, we have to figure out some way to control them at least somewhat, to stymie them a little bit. Yeah, see, I'm sorry, man. In the problem is in this case, why would you have those flags? Why would you allow those flags? Tian, where's everybody else? Huh? Hey, พนักงานอยู่ไหนทำไมคุณแล้วก็เบียร์ทุกวันไม่มีเปลวไม่มีอะไรนะsmile ไม่มี mild ไม่มีทำไมอ่ะอยู่เป็นคนซุ่งไม่ใช่ทำงานเป็น seniority รู้แล้วคนธรรมดาแต่ทำไมเขาไม่ได้ทำงานไม่ได้เรียนso they work in the they work in the afternoons. I was like, what are you like? I thought because she has seniority, she's been here a long time. She's like, no, I'm just normal, just like them. Anyway, well, what do you think they're doing? I mean, you know, it's not the brightest way to go about it, but I don't know. Maybe the dude has a plan. I don't know. Because the thing is, if you can, it's like I said it the other day. If you're sitting in front of a grizzly bear and he's hungry, and you got a gun in your hand, do you sit there and try to back away and negotiate with him when you're 10 feet away from him, or do you shoot him? So when it comes to the CCP, when it comes to the CCP, they are that bear. So what are you going to do? You're going to just let the bear eat you? Because that's what's going to happen. And it's discouraging to think about it. I like this better. It's discouraging to me to think about it. Yeah, well, you know, throw them in jail for a long time. Make it to where the penalty is so strong. Well, you know, you got to do something. And, you know, there is supposedly a meeting going to take place in the near future among the G7, between the big G7. And, you know, I have a feeling that, you know, countries around the world, not only them, but other countries around the world, they are in discussions about this with not only the United States, but with each other. They're discussing, hey, what can we do? You're seeing some pushback from African countries, you know, because they realize, like, listen, these bastards are going to own us. And when they completely own them, then guess what? It's like with the learning your technology. They buy you, they take your technology, or they pay for a portion of your company. Then they learn everything, they steal it, they basically use it as their own. They never admit to stealing it, and then they cut you loose and say, we ain't got to pay you nothing, and you're out of luck. And guess what? They got the edge now. So, yeah, I think we should definitely say, listen, we don't owe you anything. See you later, buddy. But think about the repercussions. They can say, well, guess what? We're going to lock down every company that has American ties to it. We're going to take everything in it. It's ours now. That's not going to make the American public and the American companies very happy. Yeah, with these professors, throw the book at them. You know, throw the book at them, because you're helping the enemy. They are the enemy. And you know, I'm just one guy saying that, but there are a lot of people. I just heard today, 2/3 of people in the United States have a highly unfavorable opinion of the CCP. Well, I mean, listen, I hear Germany standing up to them. I hear Australia starting to stand up to them. It's discouraging, but, you know, I think the best thing that we can do, first of all, is we have to survive. So you got to be somewhat healthy. Take your vitamins. What is it that Hulk Hogan used to say? Take your vitamins, well, I don't know about that, but anyway, take your vitamins. Try to be healthy somewhat. You know, go for a walk every once in a while. Do some push-ups, do some sit-ups. You know, lift some weights, whatever. Try to get a little bit healthy. And then do your part in not buying Chinese whenever possible. And I think if people around the world did that, China's going to feel it. They're going to feel the hit. I was thinking about it. The other day I was talking about getting a DJI 3. I was like, well, I don't need it. Because you know what? I got 20% left in my phone. I'm going to have I'm going to sign off anyway because the stream's been going long enough. But I don't need to be plugged in so I can stream right now. If I need to stream for 5 hours, something like that, I'll find another brand that I can do that with. I don't want to buy another DJI. I don't want to buy anything from DJI. In fact, I'd love to sell my drone just because I don't use it that much and also because it's freaking Chinese. I don't want to use it. I don't like using this thing now, but you know, the bottom line is I need to. I don't have anything else. I could hold my arm up, but you guys would be bitching about how shaky it is. They're building the SkyTrain now. They're making some progress. Exactly. DJI is a want. You don't need to buy it. And if you do get to the point where you need to buy it, then you buy something else. You don't buy DJI. Exactly. I understand it. But what I'm saying is you cut down as much as possible. If you know it's made in China, you don't buy from there. And I think collectively that will make a dent. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm sure there are people out there, statisticians, economists who could better enlighten me on this subject, but I think it's very important that we kind of do that, and we do things like get the pharmaceuticals out of China. I said it, China. You know, so we let the monster out of the cage. Yes, we did. But you know, I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, oh yeah, DJI makes a great product and stuff. It's one of the few Chinese products that's good. You don't even know it's Chinese unless you really look, you know. You wouldn't think it, you know. It's not like cheaply made and falls apart. Not their little gimbals. And then I thought to myself, what the hell am I thinking? It's Chinese, man. I don't want to buy the goddamn thing. I don't care how much I need it. I got another thing that I got in Hong Kong. It's probably made in China. the little stand, the long tripod that I have with a light on it, that I got it for like $35 or something in China. And it's a great, you can use it and it will balance. I mean, it's pretty good. So, you know, there's no reason to. So if you don't need to buy something from China, don't buy it, you know. I don't know. We'll be talking about this, and, you know, listen, until the day I die, this is going to go on. No, I don't believe that, and that's what I'm saying, is this is a huge problem. We are in between a rock and a hard place. But we have to figure something out. And that's why I was going to say, you know, if there's any way to work out what's happening with the CCP, we need to do so. The problem is they lie through their teeth on a regular basis. They break their promises, and you can't trust them. So where does that leave us? That leaves us with, you can't do business with them. but we're in a position where we're already doing business with them. So you try to move slowly out. I know that they're smart enough to figure out how to block that in many instances, with many companies. So then what do you do? I don't know. That's what I'll say. I don't know. And you know, for the most part, give me a roof over my head, give me food, stick me out on a farm somewhere. As long as I got food coming in, I'd rather live like that than live under the rule of you know, an authoritarian government. You hear that? Yes, I know, Gennaro, I know. And you know, the United States is doing so slowly, very slowly. But you know, most places are just like, hey, screw that. That'll ruin us. You know. Well, Thailand, you might as well consider Thailand part of China, and Vietnam almost the same way. Now, when I say that, take that with a grain of salt. What I mean is, they lean and they are influenced by China. So I don't know that that's the best move. I'd rather say move to India, but then India is still deciding between the United States and China. But I don't think that their little skirmishes on the border help. I don't think that I don't know. You know, it's like jumping from one frying pan to another. CCP gave them short-term profits and they have long-term gain. That's the problem. And yet they don't learn. Yeah, exactly. Well, they're not going to ruin me. They're not going to ruin me. I mean, you know, when it comes down to it, I mean, I'm a survivor. You know what I mean? And I know my wife is. And, you know, the kids will follow suit. So, you know. But we don't need to go there yet. We're not at that point. Fortunately. And hopefully some things will change. I mean, I do have a little bit of optimism. But I have a lot of hatred for the CCP. I'm sure at this point, the people that I talk to in Hong Kong, the Hong Kongers and guys like Simon and some of the other people I talk to that are foreigners, they're in the same position as I am. We talk it to death. We hate them. We don't like them. We can't believe what they're doing. Oh my God, these guys, what are they? Are they even human? Do they even think like humans? They're such assholes. They're horrible human beings. We all think these things. And guess what? We just keep thinking them. It doesn't really, it doesn't seem like it does much, but I think, but I hope that eventually the pressure will wear down the CCP to where they're in a position where they need to capitulate. They need to get along for the betterment of their own people, because you know, some people have asked me about what I think about the numbers here. You know, I've got all kinds of questions coming in the last couple of days about this. If people were dying left and right and they were dropping like flies, you would hear about it. People would say something. Foreigners would come out and say something. Thai people would come out and say something. Nurses, doctors, you would hear about it. So the lack of testing, to me, it doesn't mean much. There are people sitting around here. This guy over here, he's sitting over here eating his meal, doesn't have a mask on. All right, you know. He's eating. What do you want him to do? The girl next to him just sat down next to him. She's got a mask on. You got her. She's got a mask on. I usually have a mask on. I'm sitting here all alone. No mask. Right? I think it helps. Or at least it helped in the beginning. I don't know if it helps now. But I also think that, you know, the staying inside at the beginning and people following this has helped. So let's all hope it gets better. Anyway, the Joe Rogan thing is big. Yesterday, only 2 people in Thailand were found to have the CCP virus. 2 people, no deaths. There hasn't been a death since, I think it was May 9th. No deaths since May 9th. That's crazy. 56 people. Maybe Thailand is only counting people that they're sure have the virus as people who have the virus. And other places in the United States are counting people that are old and that die and they don't feel good and maybe have a cold. They're just going, he's got the coronavirus. Maybe that's why the numbers are so different. I don't know. I don't profess to have all the answers. Yeah, this is a problem. China's infiltrated everything. That's why, in percentage-wise, it's a small percentage of the total population of Chinese. But they have no choice. So what are they going to do? Live? It's just like in Colombia. It's like you let the drug dealers go by and you get some money, or you get shot in the head. What do you do? I think I'll take the money. I didn't see anything. What do you do? It's kind of the same thing. So, anyway, we're about the end of the stream here. Nice little stream, a little bit different. Hopefully next week I'll go out and do something somewhere. I've been looking for some really, at least recent, some of the streams I've done recently, they've all been, in the same places. I'm looking for something a little bit different. So, hopefully next week I'll get out somewhere in Bangkok. I'll go do something, go check something out that'll be interesting. And I'm looking into a couple places. I'm not going to get into where, and we'll see how it goes. Again, if people start dropping, then that's a different story. But for now, I think I'm going to stick around, stay home, be safe. What is your thing with the Bangkok Hilton beyond Trinity? Means I'll have to dress nice to go inside. I'm gonna go in and have a coffee. Actually, I used to go into the Marriott all the time, and there was a couple other places, the Dusit. Just dressed like I am. I go in, have their brunch or whatever, their buffet brunch or whatever, Oh, the Bangkok Hilton. I'm thinking you're talking about the Hilton Hotel. I've already been in the Bangkok Hilton, the jail. I've already been there. And they're not going to let you go in filming, believe me. It was very difficult for me to get in when I went in. You don't know. I had to go through, it wasn't that difficult, but I had my Thai press card. I had to do that. I had to make sure that I was, I talked to the right people in the correctional institution, whatever their department is, that runs the whole thing. I had to get a letter from them, and then I had to get a letter from the warden at the place, and then it was like, I went in wearing a pair of shorts because I was going in to interview boxers who were training. And I went in a pair of shorts, and they were like, you can't wear shorts here. I'm like, yeah, but the boxers are wearing shorts. It's hot, and they're like, no, here. And they gave me like a sarong, and I put it on. I was like, all right, whatever, whatever, I don't care. I went in once for a fight. That was the women's prison. I went in once for a fight for the men in the men's prison, the Bangkok Hilton. And I went in another time to interview some fighters that were in jail. So I think I've been in 4 times. I've been twice in the women. That's not really the Bangkok Hilton. Twice for the women, twice for the men. Like I was in the men's one time. There was going to be a fight there. It was a woman's fight. And this guy walks up to me and starts talking to me, and I'm like, hey man, what's up? He's like, yeah, well, we're having a little conversation. Oh, where do you come from? And the next thing I know, I'm like, dude, he was a trustee. I didn't even know it. I didn't even know he was a trustee, man. He was a trustee. He was locked up. He's talking to me. I'm like, oh, and I didn't ask him what he was in for, but he was walking around like it was nothing. But, you don't want to go there. You don't want to go there, believe me. You're sleeping with, I forget. I have some photos from the women's prison. I have photos from all of them, but the women's, I remember there was a sign up on the wall. It was something like, 74 people in each room. And all they do is they put a little mat down and you sleep, and there's a person on either side of you sleeping, you know, you roll over, you're on top of somebody. You roll the other way, you're on top of somebody. You go take a shit, everybody's shitting next to each other. There's no walls, I mean, you know. The women's was fairly clean. The men's was not. Anyway, listen, please click like, please share. Yeah, you don't want to go there. You do just about anything to get out of that if you could, you know. But please click like if you like the stream or the videos or whatever's on my channel. Click the bell, you know, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Leave a comment, share it however you may do so. Well, you know, that's the thing with jail. I don't know about social distancing in jail. I don't know how that would work. I have no idea how they can realistically make it work, which is why they're letting people out, but in the U.S. at least. But I don't understand that either. So, yeah, if you want to help support the channel, which, you know, every dollar helps, go down in the description. Check that out. Go to my website at americaninbangkok.com. Today until, I guess, tomorrow at midnight, you get 10% off of all of my merch. You use the code where's it at? M3RCHSALE. That's like merch sale. And it is in the description. The code's in the description. You get 10% off of anything there in my little shop. And I guess that's all I got. So until next time, I'm in Thailand, Bangkok, Thailand. All you know, all you. What was I gonna say? My brain doesn't always work right, you know. That's all I got. All you know? Where did that come from? That's like completely out of the cycle. That's all I have to say. So until next time, which I don't know when that'll be. Could be tomorrow, could be, you know, next month. I don't know. Kind of doubtful. But anyway, that's all I got. Till next time, I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Chok Di La Jerken Mai. That's good luck and see ya. See ya. I don't think it's the vaccine. I think it's probably the acid and the quaaludes and the marijuana and the what's that stuff called? The horse tranquilizer. I forgot what it's called. I just saw that they're using it again. Powerful sedative. Anyway, I gotta go. I don't remember what it's called. Cannabinol. Is that what it is? Ketamine. That's what it is. Ketamine. Strong stuff. You don't want to mess with it. Stay off of drugs, believe me. Anyway, that's it. Later.